Well, everybody, here we are. It's been a long time. My camera keeps swaying from my helmet, so it's probably gonna be pretty crappy footage today. So here I am on my brand new 2017 Triumph Tiger 800. I'm gonna take this for a ride. Around the neighborhood here, get used to it. It's pretty windy today, as it always is when I go out on a bike. Really had to get used to this forward leaning position. It's not like a sport bike, but it is way different than the cruiser I'm coming off of. I gotta figure out how to get these auto turn signals to actually turn on, so I don't have to cancel them. This thing accelerates so much faster than the cruiser I'm coming off of. It's crazy. Smooth, very smooth. The accelerator is so touchy. My Honda Shadow that I had, the accelerator, you'd pull it and you know, it would barely go. It would go a little bit. It was real, you know, throaty. Looks like the auto canceling turn signals are actually working. School zone here. The first thing I had to do in this bike was actually adjust the shift lever because it was way too low. I got new boots and I could only ride it with sneakers, so that was pretty easy. Just a couple of nuts I had to loosen up and raise the shift lever. No big deal. I'm gonna head on down the state road like I normally do. End school zone. Very windy. Look at those flags up there. I'm going to turn left here. one thing I noticed is from raising the shift lever, I really got to raise my foot up a good amount to downshift. Stall out. I am flat-footing it on this bike, barely. I'm 5'8" with a 30-inch inseam. The boots really help reach the ground. The XCX model is like 2 inches higher than this one, so it's one of the reasons why I didn't want to go with the off-road version of the bike. Let's see how the wind affects this bike compared to my last one. It is very windy out right now, and I'm not getting blown around like I used to be on my Honda. Then I need to lower my shift gear lever again. Back, not all the way where it was because my boot won't fit underneath it, but a little bit lower than where it is. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get my foot on top of it and upshift. I have to go really far up with my foot to upshift. And here is Street Road, which I will avoid at all costs, especially this time of day. It's just after 4 o'clock, so this thing is a lot quicker acceleration. The one thing that's a lot different on this than the Cruiser is when you hit bumps, it actually throws your ass up in the air a little more. Whereas on the Cruiser, because you're sitting back and upright on it, it doesn't really move you hardly at all. So I can imagine, you know, slamming the brakes on too quick on this thing, you gotta be really careful. Still haven't hit a very large rut yet, so I'm not really sure how the suspension is as far as larger potholes or bumps goes. Obviously I try to avoid them, but every once in a while you got a bump in the road or something you can't avoid that creeps up on you last second. So we're going to do the loop here. We're going to go up to Cedar, up through Croydon, and I'm not going to go all the way down to 413, but the turn signal indicator button is not exactly the best thing in the world. To pull it, I gotta really get my thumb over there and pull it over. Most bikes, it's very easy. It's the tap. Need to adjust my mirror here. The other thing I need to get used to with this is that the bike is a lot more top heavy than the cruiser I'm coming off of, where all the weight was really low. So that's a big difference, especially when I'm just moving the bike around. My yard is muddy right now, so it's a pain in the ass to get it in and out. So it took a lot of effort to move it around without dropping it. The clutch lets out a little higher also, which I might adjust. I'm gonna go up Cedar here. Huge gust of wind right there, and it barely moved me, which is a good sign. I'm not going to do it today, but when I get this thing out, I'll take it on the highway and I'll really get a good idea of how it handles the wind. One of the things that really made me want to get rid of my last bike so quick was I went on the Woodhaven Road, which is a highway, and it wasn't even windy out, and I was getting blown all over the place. So that bike was great for just thinking around on, but not going above 50 miles an hour. Watch out, Holmes. Not doing as much talking because I'm trying to concentrate here. These crazy people. Post-school hour traffic. Usually I do these rides at lunchtime when there's hardly anybody on the road. But I'm gonna wait here. I have this right here. I got my fog lights on. Paid extra for them for safety. Can never have too much visibility in my opinion. So on the front of the bike I got two of those fog lights, LEDs. What's weird is they don't make the main headlight LED on this bike. The other thing I'm experiencing for the first time is this windshield. I did not have a windshield on my first bike. This thing handles nice. Wow. Chill out. Also, I still have my high-vis yellow vest on for visibility. Very nerd-ish, but you know what? I don't care. It really works. Always want to make sure those guys are actually turning before I accelerate past them. Brakes seem like they work pretty good. I haven't had to slam them on yet, but this thing actually has anti-lock brakes on it, which is interesting. Can't imagine what anti-lock brakes feel like when they come on the motorcycle. It also has traction control.